I'm a little nervous. In the words of poet James Baldwin, as soon as I stepped out of my body, I would begin to blossom. Here's an example of my sheltered life. In 2002, I hit rock bottom when I moved into a homeless shelter. For the next 4 years, I cycled in and out of one shelter to another. There I saw how people had become passive and numb, with no hope left in their eyes. They smell bad, they walk with their heads down, and they are filled with negativity. Their only goal in life was getting a handout. I knew I could not let a sheltered life become my life. I was a Detroit police officer from 1985 to 1998. In 1996, my mother passed on. Later that same year, my 17-year-old son, who was a scholar athlete waiting on his scholarship, he died from an asthma attack. In my mind, crying on someone else's shoulder was a sign of weakness, so I kept it all inside. I had been drinking before, but I drank more. When I left the police force in 1998, partially due to excessive alcohol use, I started limousine service, which was going pretty well. Again, excessive alcohol use, I was arrested and I lost my license, so therefore I couldn't operate the limousine service. The young lady that I was living with, she put me out because I couldn't pay the rent. And I lived in my car for 2 months. That's when I turned to a homeless shelter. But my first concern was becoming self-supporting, but I wasn't sure where to start. I went to a state employment service and I spoke with a counselor, and I informed her I did not want any of those minimum paying jobs listed in the talent bank. I wanted to go to college. I needed to retrain myself. I needed a college degree. She informed me of a community grant that the college was giving, and I applied, and everything went well. I hadn't been a student in more than 30 years, and the thought of attending college really frightened me. However, I had a goal, and at that time I wanted to be a computer system security analyst. They paid about $48,000 a year, and that was a livable wage. In my very first semester English class, I encountered On Course. The book gave me insights about my past failures and successes, and provided specific strategies in achieving success in college and in my life. I realized that many of my past problems were rooted in victim language. When I was on the police force, I felt that supervisors were picking on me because I wasn't in the right group or the right clique. But it was all my behavior. The truth was I was missing a lot of work. But I always found a way to blame someone else. After reading about the victim-creator language in On Course, I told myself that I have to rebuild myself, that no one else is going to do it for me. I even started telling people at the shelter about some of the principles of On Course. One of my greatest concerns about attending college was how I organized my time. The newly discovered creator in me used the fourth quadrant to prioritize my daily tasks. As I used the self-management tools in the book, I developed self-confidence that I would do well in college. I even showed people the next action list and told them how important it is to keep a list while you're a college student, keep you focused on the task at hand. And I gave them an example, because this happened to me. If someone calls you up and say they have Detroit Pistons tickets and you got a paper due Monday, and I love the Pistons, I told them, never mind, I have to do the paper. And along with how to organize my time, I discovered interdependence. Myself and a couple of English students, we formed a study group in the Writing Center, and we helped each other with our papers. And we encouraged each other. We became teachers as well as students. The newfound independence that the group had made us feel valuable and gave us an increased confidence and feelings of self-worth. This confidence translated into academic success as well. My first semester, my GPA was 3.88. The next semester, based on that GPA, I got a part-time job in the Writing Center as a tutor. And I loved the twinkle in students' eyes when they came back and they said, I got an A, I got an A, I got an A, through my advice with them about the paper, because I did have a lot of life stories. And then I started volunteering for the Washtenaw County Literacy Program, which is kind of different from the college. But I used the on-course principles in my daily life, and I shared them with others whenever I had an opportunity. The principles provide the best hope for people to break out of the cycle of dependency and lead to a successful, happy, and unsheltered life. Two of the men at the shelter enrolled into the college. The one gentleman, he still has a victim mentality. And I ask him all the time, why do you blame others on your problems when you are the cause? Look in the mirror, you are the cause. And I tell him all the time, if I can help you, I will help you, I will do anything, but you have to show me that you want to help yourself. People have to stand on their own 2 feet, and now I have the skills to help others do that. I've changed my career goal. I plan to be an elementary school teacher. For me, it's no longer about money. It's about sharing myself with others. And after experiencing the lessons in on course, I feel that I have something to share. My fear of failure is gone. I believe in myself that I can solve any problems that I now face, and I want to share that feelings with others. And all of that has resulted in me being a member of Phi Theta Kappa.